Welcome to the UKOCR Community Podcast, presented by Obstacle Racing Media. Each episode, we'll be talking to race directors, elite runners, weekend warriors, and frankly, anyone else from the UKOCR scene that will talk to us. Here is your host, Alan, aka Muddy Duck.
Anywhere in Chicken Sound. The bloody scene is bloody sad. The bloody news is bloody bad.
Greetings, friends, acquaintances, and anyone else who just happens to be listening. I'm still buzzing, I don't know if you are, but if you was down at Nuts on Saturday, or at the UK Obstacle Racing Awards on Saturday night, then you'll know why I'm buzzing, because it is Sunday. I have just got back up north, came all the way back up, 4 hours it took us to get back, which wasn't bad. So we're back. I'm back, and I'm editing this podcast for you, so I can get out to you, because I wanted to get it. We recorded Nuts, and we got the sprint lap, the male winners, the female winners, and a few other people as well. And I just want to get it out to you. I want to get it out as soon as I possibly could, so you can have a listen. It's not a long one this week. It's not a long one. About 45 minutes, I think it's going to come out at. So, yeah, let's get on with it. And here it is. Winner of Nuts Challenge Sprint Laps.
Yes, it's good. Yeah.
Where did you take the lead? Because when you first came through, I saw you in third, fourth place, were you?
Yeah, I think me and Barry were just behind Darren and Samson. They went through technical really fast, and then we just kind of, in the woods somewhere, we just started to put the foot down, caught them, and then I just thought, well, I'll take the lead now, and started running. But yeah.
And when you came through near the end, you come to the tyre drag, I mean, you had 200 metres on them. You'd built up a really good lead at that point.
Yeah, I saw when we got to the Traverse, I thought you got that big field, so I thought I'd just put my foot down, and then, yeah, see what happens.
And anything out there that surprised you, Morgan?
Colder than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's winter now, it's always cold, but I thought we've had some decent weather, so it wouldn't be as bad. But no, some of them waters were a little bit chilly. But yeah, it was. Although we didn't have the slide, which was nice. I got there and I was like, I'm glad that's not there, because that would have killed me off, I think. But yeah, no, it's good.
What about the new setup? I mean, I haven't been down here for 2 years, so it's a big difference for me. I mean, have you been down here recently?
Yeah, I think I've raced pretty much every Nuts race since I was 14, summer and winter. So I've kind of watched it progress and watched it get a little bit more technical, but also changed the setup, and yeah, makes it a bit more of a home advantage as well, racing it that much. But yeah. And anything out there that you'll give any newbies that are going to sort of come down here and do it? Any tips and advice? Winter, just keep moving, stay warm, because as soon as that cold gets you, it's deadly. Yeah, I think you mainly make sure you got the right gear first. Check, big emphasis on gear, get the gear good, and then keep moving, because you don't want to get cold.
Well done on the win today, mate. All the best and good luck for the future.
Yeah,
does that qualify now for that's Europe's and World's qualifying occasion?
I imagine so. Yeah, all of them sort of stuff. Yeah, I think there was British champs elite qualification today as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And you took a few scalps as well today. That's always a good one when you take a
good confidence boost. Yeah, going into the start of the season, first race to do that.
Yeah.
It shows the fitness is there, which is nice.
Cool. Well done, Morgan. Well, good luck, mate, for us this season.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Darren, you're cold. You're shivering.
Freezing, yeah. Yeah, that was a bit of a cold one. I haven't done Nuts winter since 10 years ago.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so it's the first time, yeah.
So, have you done the summer Nuts?
I've done summer Nuts, but I haven't done the winter since 2013, when I was wearing my New Balance, going around with all my cotton clothing on. So yeah, haven't done a proper go at it. Yeah.
Those were the days, weren't you?
Yeah,
I could ask yourselves.
Prepared, yeah, definitely. Just No, today was a bit more intense, trying to chase them around, but it was a good mixture in there today. It's a good mixture of technical at the beginning, technical at the end, nice and cold in the middle.
Second place?
Yeah, second place. Yeah.
Rumble 1 and 2?
Yeah, it was good, yeah. Now we just need Finley to come third next time. We're on 3. Yeah.
That was good. Anything that surprised you out there?
The mixture, actually, there's a mixture of where the technical was. Usually it's like one condensed area. But now there was a bit of it at the end. Low rig right at the end was quite good because a lot of people with cold hands falling off, which doesn't usually. Yeah, it's usually all at the beginning. So yeah, that was quite surprising.
Well.
Yeah.
When you set off, I mean, you came through. I think it was in first or second, was it? When you came, you set off pretty fast.
Yeah, I knew there'd be a bit of a bottleneck at the start on the balance beam, so I didn't want to get caught up on the weaver or anything like that. So go out quick and then get caught up by Barry and Mo. But yeah, kicked at the end, so I got second.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
When Mo overtook you, did you keep second or was
I
it
was
a bit of a
like in
battle?
fourth place most of the way around. Yeah. Between Mo at the beginning, Mo, Barry, and I can't remember his name.
Sam?
Sam, I think it might have been. Yeah. So it was fourth all the way around, and then just kicked at the end. Yeah. On the tyre drag, I think I got into second place.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So we've got a little bit. That's the first race of the season. You've got a season ahead of you, second place.
Yeah.
That's going to put you in good stand for where you're aiming for.
Definitely, it was a good tester today to see how training's been going over winter. So, yeah, hopefully there's good things to come this summer.
And hopefully as it warms up, you're going to be a little bit better.
Definitely. Yeah, I'll go warm up now. Yeah, go get a cup of tea or something.
Cheers,
Dan. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, mate.
Cheers.
Men's competitive sprint, third place. Kenny Sams. Now, I've been told, before we go into anything else, you've got to dedicate this race to someone.
Yeah.
She's just been pestering Zante.
My boyfriend and trainer, Scott. I don't even know his last name.
Just
Scotty PT down at the barn. Yeah, dedicate it all to him. Couldn't have done it without him. Yeah.
Are you sure you couldn't have done it without him?
I don't know. Maybe 50-50. I would have given it a good go. But no, got to thank him for all the training. It does help.
Cool.
Yeah.
First nuts, so have you been here before?
I've been here a few years. Yeah.
Been a few years. But your name's not such. I've not seen you on the podium.
I won the 2-lap last year.
Yeah.
I think I come third in the 1 lap just before COVID.
It's just me that just don't follow OCR though into that.
I'm not really. I just pop up every now and again, run nuts, and then go back into the woodwork.
Just disappear for a year and then come back. Third place today, but when I saw you was in fifth as we were coming up to the wall.
Yeah.
So made up 2 places quite quickly.
2 places on the ladder obstacle. I wasn't expecting, like you say, I was midfield. There was the front runners, me, and then a couple of runners behind me. So I knew I didn't want to get caught by the ones behind me. I wasn't expecting to catch up with the ones in front. Turned the corner and they was both at a long ladder obstacle, and just managed to get over it before they did. And then we was pretty much in the finishing straight. So managed to hold on to third.
Yeah. I mean that ladder obstacle. I mean, it was so close at finish that if you made it and then you got, was it Valkyrie and then the low rig just to finish with?
That's it, yeah, which I didn't do very well on, to be honest. I came off Valkyrie at the top trying to hit the bell, but then did it again, same lane, not the retry lane, and did it okay. Low rig, a silly slip again, but then just did the retry lane.
Quite tough, that low rig though.
Yeah, I like to I pride myself on my obstacle ability, so I'm a bit gutted I come off, but I'm going to blame the cold hands.
Cold hands, but that transition, so it went from a low rope and then you had 2 L bars before you went to the single.
Yeah.
And that transition from them 2 L bars to that horizontal bar was so hard.
That's it. Looking at it first thing this morning, I'm thinking just foot lock the rope, drag back, keep my foot on the rope until I get to the bar, just go across the 2 Ls. And I think I reached out for an L and my hand just come off. I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have come off, but I did. Luckily, there was a retry lane rather than a penalty lap.
And Scotty didn't see it?
No, he didn't see it. No, luckily, that's it. He was racing today, so no, he wasn't out there shouting and hollering at me like he normally is. It was quite strange, actually.
And we're not going to tell him. We're not going to tell him. Is it just our secret? This?
Yeah, just don't tell him. Tell him I passed everything first time. Yeah.
Passed everything first time.
Nice and easy.
Give it a shout. Where are you at next?
Spartan, I believe, in April.
Super.
Whatever one is in the race series, yeah.
So the UKOCR race series, So
yeah,
that's a super on the Sunday, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
So is that the plan then this year? We're looking at the UKO race series this year.
I normally don't do that many races. I'm always injured or something comes up. I had a baby last year, so I had to put an extension on my house before the baby came. So I had all of last year off, other than nuts. So this is the season of actually turning up and doing
Wow.
doing things. Yeah. So
are you just doing 4, or are you going to go and try and do more? Because I mean, we've got a couple up north in terms of like Total Warrior and Beach Ballistic.
I booked up the races that are in the Spartan series.
Right.
So
the Spartan series, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and then hopefully, if my missus allows it, having time away from the baby, I'll do enough of the other races that are in the race series, if that makes sense, to try and do okay in that table as well. Yeah, but play it by ear, really.
Cool. Good luck. Congratulations on the baby and everything. And
thank you very much.
I know you dedicated your race to Scotty, but we'll not tell him that. We'll do that between us.
No. Thank you very much.
Cheers, mate. First place lady, nut sprint lap. Who's hot? Becky Neal's hot.
A bit cold, but yeah, kind of warm, I guess.
Was it like out there? You flew through it?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. The course was great this year. Quite different. I feel like more contained at the start and lots more going on. So it was fun. Yeah.
Bit different to normal as well. 4 bands, different obstacles for you guys as competitive runners compared to the fun runners. How did that work out for you?
Yeah, it was nice. Good to have a bit of extra pressure, because people always should try and do their best, but I think that kind of makes sure people do try. So it was good. Bit of pressure at the start, and then once it started getting through it, it was all right. But towards the end, I was definitely feeling cold, and then my forearms were not working very well, and I was a bit worried about the last 2 obstacles right before the end, and they were not my smoothest, but I got through them.
You did quite well, especially. I mean, I watched you coming through the last one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say you didn't look smooth, but but you gritted it out. You got your head down. You did it.
Exactly.
I mean, say you've just come back from Everest. I'm going to say Everest because it was Everest you went up to.
Yeah.
Coming back here, what was that like to this nitty gritty? Because it's a completely different kettle of fish.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel definitely rusty at OCR. I haven't raced since Challenge Cup, apart from Everest, but that was sort of 10 obstacles after a long walk. And I haven't really done much obstacle training either. So, just to be able to pull out of the bag is quite nice.
Was it the running speed that got you the win then today? Because I mean, it is technical. Everyone's telling me it's technical for you, competitive.
Yeah, it definitely was, and it felt demanding on the forearms at times. But yeah, the running is still important. But I think with this course, the case is negotiating the terrain. It's not hilly or anything, but every step you have to be careful of, and I think everyone's worried about their ankles, and I end up running quite cautiously, and then when you have to run through the water, it just slows you down. You can't lift your legs up through the water as much, and so you're basically walking, and then that slows you down. Then you're worried about getting your hands wet or cold, and I didn't have gloves on for the first half, and it was pretty nice. I felt quite warm, but it definitely took its toll after we got a bit for the chest deep kind of water. It was hard.
And the stream didn't look as deep as what it has in the past as well.
There were other bits that were.
The ones I missed.
Yeah, the traverse rope, the kind of army rope type thing. Usually I go, I don't know, sometimes I go on top, sometimes I go underneath it, but I went underneath because it just really hurts your chest, and I was quite tired at that point. So I was like, I'll just go underneath it and hang. But I was in the water, dangling my back in the water, and then I had to regain on the rope at the end, and that was quite a lot of effort. So maybe that was a bad choice, but yeah, so there's quite a lot of deep bits out the back of that part of the race. Yeah.
Cool. And a good win. I mean, you took Cameron was in second place.
Yeah, she wasn't far behind.
Good 2 minutes ahead.
Yeah. I saw her once when I lit behind at the end of the swim section, and she's a swimmer. So I was like, oh no. So I just kind of ran a bit faster. And then I knew I had to do the obstacles at the end, and on that Valkyrie one, I didn't really do a very good job at the start. I kind of just missed catching the bit, swung back and went up again. So it was a bit more effort than I had anticipated.
Wow. But first one of the season though, this sets it up for the season for you now. This is
good practice.
Yeah, you set the bar.
Yeah. Didn't think I could go to the awards and not come to the race. I was like, I should probably go.
Oh, Becky, thanks for coming along. We're going to see Who's Hot soon as well, aren't we?
Yes, can't wait.
So excited. Thank you.
Thanks.
Cheers, Becky. Now, there's one person who's travelled to Nuts today that has probably travelled further than me, all the way from sunny Scotland, Karen McQuarrie.
Hello, how are you getting on?
I'm good, thank you. At second place! First ever Nuts, second place!
Yeah, it was really good fun. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's my first time here, so lots of new rigs, lots of new scenery, lots of winding in and out of burns and little streams, and it was really good fun.
Is it? I want to ask you a question now, because I know you was at McTuff, wasn't you?
Yes.
Compared to McTuff, yeah?
Yeah.
How does this compare? You know,
So the water's probably a little bit warmer, depending on your luck. The difference, I think, is that your head doesn't go in the water ever here.
right.
So that makes a big difference in terms of you don't get like brain freeze. But so it's cold, but you don't get that brain freeze shock because you're not having to put your head underwater.
Oh, wow.
That's the main difference, yeah.
So I haven't been right down to the bottom end with the logs that are in the ditch before the pontoons. So is that's not full then? So you managed to go.
So if you fall in, your head will go underwater. If you don't fall in, your head will go underwater.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't go all the way. I didn't go all the way down there myself when I was videoing.
Yeah.
So second place though. Tell me about your race.
Yeah, so it was really sort of busy start because you run out and you've got immediate split. You got to go left, and there's about 20 of you trying to go over 4 balance beams. So I saw that Becky had fallen off, and I was like, "Oh, this is excellent."
Good start.
Yeah, good start. So I was in the lead for about 10 seconds, and then it just sort of spreads out, and everyone runs over, and there's loads of like walls and sort of simple things, and over and unders, and then you come round and you start going into the sort of more rig area. Climbing up, sliding down, like ring swings, a low rig and a high rig, and you've got occasionally you've got a rig that's got a band that you need to pick up. You got to pick up your sort of 4 bands, and you get 3 really, really near the start, and then there's lots. You do a loads at rig area, and then you go out and you do lots of running, and that includes running through sort of waist deep water. Under like tunnels and up pipes and loads of running, and then you come back and there's like 2 rigs to finish off, like a Valkyrie and a low rig to finish off, so you got a band to get it right at the end. Which is good fun.
Was there anything out there that really gave you the tough challenge? And the rigs were challenging, but was there anything in particular that you found quite difficult?
I mean, there was one ditch that I took ages to get out of because it was just like a muddy bank and I was too small to like actually so I was there for ages.
So as we're studying, I'll explain this to our listeners. We're stood here and I'm 6 foot tall and I'm actually bending down to talk to you. So now that puts a little bit into perspective for the listeners.
But then there's some of the bits where I can just walk under and people have to like duck. So it's like
that is one of the good things about OCR though, isn't it? You know, there are obstacles that you're going to be down and
there's
hands
an
and knees and
obstacle
lower.
Becky was talking about. You have to like go back and lean back and pull yourself along, but there's 2 of us, Shelley and I, can just walk under. We just walk under it, so so it's fine. But yeah, there's a lot of water where the guys are just sort of waist deep and I'm up shoulder deep, like trying to keep my arms out. But it's fun, and the rigs are a good challenge. But I got them all first time, which is fun.
I saw you at the end one, the last one. I mean, you were phenomenal on that.
I know.
Well done.
I got to like the first bit of it, and was like, how am I going to get my legs onto this low bar? I was like, I'm just going to go backwards. So I ended up going feet first for a bit, but it worked.
Yeah, you kept your feet on the rope, and you swung. I saw you swinging, and then you just transitioned and spun and got your legs on it. It was a good move.
It worked quite well. I was chatting to Becky. I think she did it the same way, so it obviously works.
And I think I actually got it on our Instagram as well. So
it's
out on the Instagram. So anyone who wants to watch that,
we'll have to watch it later.
Awards tonight. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, of course. I had to flow down hand luggage, so managed to wear a dress, which is all good. It'll be nice to see everyone all dressed up for a change.
It will, won't it?
Yeah, it'll be funny.
Karen, thank you for talking to me. Thank you for coming down this far south.
Yes.
And we'll catch you. Where are you next?
Tartan Warrior.
Oh, Tartan Warrior. Home ground. Scottish OCR series race.
Scottish race, exactly. Yeah, it'll be good.
More
fun.
points in the bag for you.
Yeah, it should be.
So,
get some points there.
Are you secretly hoping that Louise doesn't go?
Louise Berryman.
Yeah.
I don't mind. Yeah, I think she'll be coming, I presume.
Yeah, I can see
that'll be good fun. Good race for her. She's just getting back into it, so it'll be interesting.
She's running well. I mean, she's doing limitless.
She's done a lot of running. Yeah.
She's running well, but she came through the first rig section, which the one with the wheels on and the high bar, and she gave a big whoop whoop. She went through it because she flew through it, and I mean she flew through it, so she's looking good at
Yeah, she's looking good. So yeah, that'll be fun to race her again.
Cheers, Karen. Thank you for talking to me.
Right, thank you. See you later.
Cheers, Karen. Third place, Shelley Tompkins.
Back with a vengeance. For those of you who couldn't see that, I did a kick and everything.
You make me laugh every time I see you.
Tell you
You are like the most bubbly person that I get to chat to.
If it's not fun, why are we doing it?
Exactly. But was it fun out there today?
Yes. Yes.
What about the cold though? Everyone's saying it's not as cold as normal.
I mean,
the water's not as high.
The water's cold.
Yeah.
But Karen said it right. She's like, at no point did you have to submerge. So it just, you keep moving, and there's not much wind out there. So across the backfield is a bit chilly, but actually perfect conditions really. The multi-lappers will have a slog, but it'll be a good day for it if it doesn't start raining while I talk. But, other than that,
it just looks a little dark.
as we speak, it's gone grayer. No.
Yeah, and it is starting to split as well. We end up walking somewhere.
They may have cursed us. Sorry, guys.
How did your race go though?
It's good. Do you know what? I'm not going to be like buzzing with the performance. I think the field of play out there, I came where I needed to be. Obviously, would like to be closer to first and second place, but currently injury free.
Hey, this is a first. This is going to be a first. Currently injury free.
First time after talking to you out of race, I'm injury free. Yeah.
I'm liking that. Talking about races, are you coming back this year to the Farmyard?
I am.
With a vengeance.
With plans on the Saturday, so we're gonna have to just do 10 hours and then come. But I haven't got any other ultra stuff this year, so if I throw in a massive event, I think it's just, I need to be sensible. I'm oddly enough still not back running 100%.
Right.
My ankle's gone 3 times since that first one, so I just don't think I've got the engine for it this year. But
is it a case of it's the same ankle, similar injury, so it's a lot more
pops every time.
Yeah.
So.
Lot of stretching, lot of lifting with it.
Yeah.
And
Pip, physio on the team, just like glares at me every time I come out doing it. So how is it? I'm like, it's fine.
But I've been seeing some ninja stuff that you've been doing though. Like you've been delving into that a little bit now.
Well, I was on the show, of course. So that was a big shock to the system, I think. But no, I train at True Function in Swindon on a regular basis. So there's sort of the high rig stuff now for OCR. Pretty confident with. Ninja doesn't do a lot of the low rigs, so like using your feet and things, so that still just comes out on race day. But yeah.
Do you think this short course then has got a thing for you? Because you are quite good upper body and rig wise and stuff like that, and the ninja stuff.
It's getting better.
But with the foot not exactly where it wants to be, is this a move from? Are we going to see Shelley Tompkins in like the 3K Spartans?
I have booked a sprint Spartan. I am booked for the Nuts 3K, but whether I'm a pocket rocket or just a little tortoise still getting round, it'll be,
No toasting today. No toasting today, though. Third place. I mean, I'm absolutely amazed now.
Yeah.
Before I let you go, was there anything out there that surprised? A lot of new obstacles down here at Nuts this year. Was there anything that gave you a bit of a surprise, bit of a shock, or was nothing there that you wasn't really expecting?
No, I think it was all within sort of what they'd advertised, and there was nothing, no curveballs or anything like that. I think once you've been a couple of times, you know to use the sides of the ladder and not the rungs of the ladder because they're horrid on the hands. So that sort of come back to a stomping ground. You know what you're in for a little bit. And Dixon throws in a new rig every now and again, but we've got his number.
We've got Wayne's number. What's next for you?
It will be Spartan next month.
Ooh.
So it's a super,
end of April,
I believe. Yeah. That's
and that's also a UKOCR series race as well. So the points for the series. Are we going to see you in the series this year as well?
Prizes.
Points prizes.
We've got Rude Rampage, I think. Nuclear Challenge Cup.
Oh, we're going to see
UK champs. Yeah, there's quite a lot on the calendar. So.
Big race gear.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to me, Shelley. Pleasure speaking to you again.
As always. Bye. Love it.
I'm here with the evil genius of Nuts' technical section and double world champion Matt Dixon. How are you, my friend?
Hello, how you doing? Nice to see you.
Is it?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, been a long time. Been down here. What a lovely course. What a lovely course we've got down here at Nuts.
Wayne and Jane and the rest of the team, they always pull out the stops here. It's changed over the years. We've sort of mixed it, so we've got half technical and half like keeping it as it was for the rest of it. So I think it sort of works. If you want to do the technical, you do the technical. If you don't, you just have the fun and enjoy it as Nuts always has been. So I think we've tested people today. It seems to have been challenging, and
There's some good technical sections in there.
yeah, I like, I love the technical side of stuff. That's been my thing. I've toned it down for today. We've eased it off, so obviously we're going to make it a little bit more spicy for the 3K. We'll reduce it a bit for summer nuts because obviously it's still a fun run, but the 3K for the qualifiers is a qualifier to represent my country at the FISO. So I don't want anyone going out there who's not good enough.
Yeah.
So I want the best to go. So it's going to be tough. We want the best to go out there because I've always been really proud to represent my country. So I want the best of our lot going out there because I can't.
We're going to come back to that in a second. Hold that thought, listeners, because I want to just talk about final rig. It's cut a few of the elites out.
Yeah.
That normal section, that transition from that first, so you got the rope, the elbow to the bar, that transition has cut a fair few people out today.
This is actually the easier transition. This is not. It's usually a little bit trickier, but it will catch people out. It's the early start of the season. It's people are rusty, but the low rig for me that's always been my favourite. It's the most technical. It's not just about strength. You need technique. You need skill. You need the movements to be right. It's all the bits come together, and you are seeing people making mistakes that can do this sort of stuff, and you're finding others that are good strength. And if you don't use the right technique, the strength isn't going to work for you. You can anything high, you can use power through. You watch people that are strong, got no technique, and get through. There's nowhere to hide on the low rig. You've got to have that skills and technique. So I think it's perfect for the final obstacle.
It is.
I love seeing some of the people that have found it because I can have a laugh with them.
Yeah.
And it's because it gets them at it. But you'll find rigs like that in every major championship. So it's something. If you found it, go back and work on it because it's intricate movements and transitions. That's what makes the difference. And the quicker you can get on them, the better places you can get in the races.
Yeah, too right. Now, talking about this year's OCR, you've let me into a little secret, haven't you?
Yeah. Well, at the end of last year, all last year I had a dodgy shoulder and I had scans and whatnot on it. And realistically, I probably should have rested, but didn't. Done a few races instead. And I finally got the operation at the end of the year, and I've had 5 bolts put in my shoulder. They reattached my bicep head, reattached my rotator cuff. But the end of it is I've been off work for 3.5 months, and being self-employed, it's not something I can risk doing again. So as much as you can tell by me talking about the course how much I love OCR and people I've met during it, and it's been fantastic. And I will stay around it. But I think that's it for me. It's the curtain's call in my OCR career.
As a runner, we're saying as a runner though, aren't we? Let's get it right, because you still need to set up some of these rigs down here.
I want to come down and help Wayne out as long as they want me to get involved and stuff like that, to do bits and pieces. But it's tough. At the moment, I've got to tell people I can't test it. So it's sort of I'm getting involved, and I'm still seeing people, and I'm running again. So I'll be doing trail races and keep in touch with some of the people because the OCR people has been fantastic. What's it now been? 5 years, 6 years maybe. I think I've done a Tough Mudder in 2016, and then found out there was competitive, and found this place. So it's gone on from there. I've done all the Euros, all the Worlds since then. I've had a decent run at it. I've had some good results. So it's one of them things. It's sort of you just got to take your licks sometimes, don't you? I'm into my trail running now. I'm gonna have a little go at a few road races and whatnot. So keep myself busy. But yeah. OCR is over for me. It's
you don't fancy taking on Chris Shipley's round the UK challenge then?
No. 100% not. Chris Shipley's like a unique guy. He's like, he can sit there and quite happily talk to himself, or sit there and talk to a tree for an hour or two. I'd be bored. I'd get bored too easily. He's happy in his own little world. He's thinking about his cats. So no, it's not. not for me. That Shipley, what an amazing achievement, but no, I couldn't do that. I'd be so bored.
We're going to miss you on the resort. I hope you're going to pop back on every now and then.
I'll pop back on. I just felt Chris is taking over for me there because he's great and he's just, I think you need. There's a lot of sort of different classes in OCR, but there's very few of us that are sort of builders, workers, that sort of stuff. So to hand over to a scaffolder, it's keeping that working class level to the who's hot. So Chris would be great for it, but I just can't at the moment, can't see how I can comment on who's going to do well at the races when I'm not there. Do you know what I mean? It just feels a bit shallow.
I get that.
Whereas last year I could pop up, give it the large term, they'd all get the ump of me, they'd have a moan at me like Jack Carpenter moaned at, I'm not good at rigs, and then I'd have a chance to beat him at the end, and I did. Yeah. So it's but if you can't back it up, you can't really talk about it. So I wouldn't sit there and give it the large one and not back it up. So
talk the talk and walk the walk, and you've done that.
I had a little moan up about having to go in the age group race, the elite race at Spartan, but held my own. And the best bit was I ballsed up their photos because they wanted. They asked me to move. At the front of the Spartan European Championships, they had all the best in Europe all lined up, and none of the Brits would go, but it's my country. So I stood on the front, and the Spartan official said, "Excuse me, do you mind going back so we can take a photo?" So obviously I told him to piss off. I'm not going anywhere. This is my country. And he just looked at me as if to say, "Oh, okay then," because it's ruined it. You've got someone's dad in the start line with all these fit superstars, and the Belgian guy tried to push in front of me, and then they played the national anthem, so I sort of elbowed him out. I thought, well, you've asked me to go in elite, I'm going to have a go, and I did have a go, and I proper went for it for the good part of it, and I tried, not done a lot of Spartan races, so the barbed wire crawl, I'm running in with the elites, and they dive and roll, so they throw themselves and roll. Yeah. I've had a go at that. I mistimed it totally, and I landed in the barbed wire and got caught. I cut all my arms up, all my legs up. So the next 3 obstacles, I've absolutely covered them in blood. So my hands are dripping, my legs are dripping because Scotty PT. I was trying to think who else was. Oh, and Donna was both there, and neither of them had their cameras out, but they both see me caught on this barbed wire, and I've lost so many places. But I managed to carry on and I finished in a decent position there, beat a lot of the pros and stuff, which I was pleased about. Cool. So this is going out. The only scalps I didn't get last year, the only people in OCR I didn't beat last year, so hats off to you. I never beat Jason Brunnock. I never beat Tom Tweddle. That's it.
That's it. I've
beaten everyone else in OCR last year. So
going out on top, mate.
I'm happy with that. So yeah, I'm going out with a decent record, and I've met some great people, some great friends. I'm looking forward to the awards tonight. So it'll be great. And thank you. Thanks for having me on the podcast.
No, cheers, Matt. Thank you very much, mate. I'm here with Barry Buchanan, who was in 3rd place until we went live on Instagram and caught him having a little accident. Barry, how are you?
I'm okay now, I've warmed up. It's freezing out there today.
Did you suffer with the cold? Because a lot of people are telling me it's not as cold out as it normally is.
Yeah, I don't like the cold. Right. I do not like the cold. This is my 2nd DNF, and even on the 1 lap. Just today I got really cold. Couldn't get warm.
You were running really well though.
The running I felt really smooth, really comfortable. I wasn't pushing. I wasn't trying to trash myself today. It was just about a fitness test, see who I am. But I just got too cold, and I lost the dexterity in my hands, and it wasn't working.
Yeah, I mean, let's tell people. Listen, so you're coming through the little, what they're new, aren't they? What we're going to call them, little water ditches, but they're only ankle deep, aren't they?
Yeah, they're not deep at all. I was walking too, and then just walking along, and next thing I know, I'm on my back, soaked again, head to toe in water, and it might be a bit sweary.
But then we had the wall traverse directly after, and you struggled with that. Is that because your hands had got that cold going in that water? And
yeah, I mean that wasn't too. I mean, yeah, I think I was just fatigued at that point. Yeah. The water just shocked my muscles, but really the trouble that I had was the ladder monkey bars. My hands, I couldn't tell if I was gripping or releasing of the bars, and I came off, trying shaking some blood into my hands. Got 2/3 of the way through on my 2nd go, and I just decided that this is very silly. I've had enough, and I walked off. I just asked the marshal the quickest way off the course, and I walked away. That was it. They went and sat in the van.
We've all been looking for you. Everyone's been asking, like, is it all right?
I didn't realise that people would have been keeping an eye out, but I was okay. I was just hiding, trying to warm myself up. I really suffer with Raynaud's, and my hands just looked. My fingers looked like they would come off a dead body. They were just so cold and just pasty, no blood in them, and they just weren't working. And it's horrible.
It is, isn't it?
So I'm never going to see me running winter nuts again. Summer nuts maybe, but not winter nuts. It's too cold for me.
Is that the plan for this year then? Summer nuts back here? Where else are you running?
I've got quite a full season. I do the Spartan races, the 4 Challenge Cup. I'll be back up here for the time trials. Hope to get selected for the Fito Worlds and Spartan Euros in Andorra.
Big race season then.
Hopefully. Well, it's only going to be big if I'm successful.
You've got it in you. Like I said, just a bit of cold today just got to you at that end. And
not a fan of the cold. Hopefully, as the year progresses, we'll have another summer like last year. It'll be all right. No more DNFs.
Cheers, Barry. Thanks for talking
to me.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, Barry. Thank you. Tell me who you are and where you're from.
I'm Gavin Humphrey. I'm from Sittingbourne in Kent.
And we're a couple of mates?
Yeah, I have my 2 cousins, best friend, and 2 tag-alongs.
Have you dragged them along or have they dragged you along?
I've sort of convinced them into it. I told them it was a really fun day out.
Yeah. Have you done it before?
I have, yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
These haven't?
My cousin has, the rest of them are. The rest of them are.
So I can see we've got a bit of neoprene on some of them.
I've got full wetsuits on 3 of them.
Well, that's good. That's a good sign. There's a lot of water out there. Have you told them about the water?
Not till we got here.
Not till you got here.
That's the video, give it away.
So do they know that there's the jump into it as well? You can't avoid that. You've got the 2 metre jump into it.
Yeah, they don't know that yet.
They don't know that.
No.
We're going to keep that secret.
Yeah, we won't tell them that.
There's only you with a hat on though, isn't there? So you've been clever. You've been here before and you've got the hat on.
Yeah.
None of these
I didn't tell them everything.
No.
I don't want to see them suffer a bit.
I get a feeling you want to get them to suffer a lot while you're out here.
Yeah, no, it'd be nice.
So these tell me you're the athlete, amongst them. So what do these guys do for a living? Now do you all know?
Well, no, that's the complete opposite. This one's almost a semi-professional footballer.
Right.
I'm just a fat plasterer.
So we should be talking to semi-pro about football, shouldn't we? So what's this compared to, like, do you play Saturday or Sunday?
I've stopped a couple of years ago because of injury, but no, this would be hell compared to playing football. I'm looking at this, it's hell compared to playing football. It's going to get a lot worse on the way round, I reckon.
So he's really not told you what you let yourself in for at all?
No, I looked it up. Well, we signed up, 4 months ago? And I looked it up online about 4 days ago. I put a video of the group on that was on there, and I was like, well, reality's hit home. So I think Wednesday night I bought the wetsuit on Amazon, and Panic Station got hit about Wednesday night, wasn't it? So everyone started ordering wetsuits.
And I was
going to come in shorts and t-shirt. Well,
originally he goes, I'm going to run it in a thong.
I was going to run it in a thong initially, but that went out the window.
Have you done anything like this at all before then? So this is like the first OCR obstacle course you've done?
He chucked us in the deep end with this one,
Yeah, this is like real army quality type stuff, even like the SAS don't come and train here because it's too tough for them.
Oh, brilliant. Smile on my face there. No, it should be good.
Cool. Good luck, guys, anyway. Have fun out there.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Talk, Jamie Hughes, how are you?
Wonderful.
What lap's this?
Second.
You going back out again?
No.
Your racing buddies are shouting no.
I know.
So
I want to.
Nah.
You're looking a bit muddy, but you're looking healthy.
Yeah, I think I've just done that in about an hour and 15 minutes.
Nice one, mate. Nice one. What's it like out there compared to other years?
Easy, to be honest.
No wind.
Yeah, no wind. Not as much water. Not as muddy. So
nice one. And we've got one more obstacle, 2 more obstacles before finish line.
No, we're not there.
No, yes, you do.
Yes, I have.
Jamie, well done, mate. Well done. See you in a minute.
Yeah, come on.
I'm here with a winner, I've just been told.
I won my section.
Which
First quitter.
Which were your section?
I'm all of them. I'm just amazing.
Tell us, listeners, who you are.
Steve Baker, total idiot. Just here for fun.
Just here for fun. No, you're not. You're competitive, but in the challenge sense rather than the racing sense. Is that right?
Yeah, we love a challenge. The bigger the better. Yeah. It's just sometimes they don't always work out, do they?
No. Now I've seen a bigger challenge that happened last night in a bedroom with lightsabers of such. Now what I want to know is, because I don't know who's won this, yeah. So I've seen this on social media. There was a fight with pillow cushions that were like lightsabers. What we're going to call them?
I don't know. Well, I just called them them gladiator duel things, ain't they?
That'll do me. You, Katie Joyce, who won?
Oh, it was me and Libby Joyce.
Oh, you and Libby Joyce, sorry.
Yeah, Libby smacked me in the face and that was game over. Katie soon realised it might get dangerous.
How many laps with them?
2 laps today.
2 laps?
Was here for 4, but cut my hand open, so can't really do the obstacles.
A lot of people are saying today to me that I've been speaking to, and this is the first time it's come on the podcast, but it's easier than normal, but they don't feel like going out for a third and a fourth. Is that how you're feeling, or is it just because of the hand?
Bit of both. I feel like it's not as much of a challenge as normal because it's not as wet and it's not as cold, but that's nothing down to nuts. It's just purely because the weather.
Mild, isn't it?
Yeah. If it was a lot colder, then it would be a bit more brutal. The obstacles, loads better because they're improving them, so it is actually more challenging. So I can't fault them for that, but yeah, we just need the freezing temperatures to make it winter nuts.
So because when you haven't got the freezing temperatures, it's like, I can.
Well, I said to one of the marshals after the tyre up and down the slalom bit, he was like, "You're coming back out?" I was like, "No, I just don't feel cold enough." He was like, "You look warm." I was like, "I am warm. This is the problem." And I've literally just got a neoprene vest on. I'm like, I should be freezing.
Oh, Baker, good timetable speed at Wars tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait.
It's going to be fun night. You're in trouble.
Lightsabers at the ready. I'm always in trouble, mate.
Yeah.
Lightsabers at the ready.
Can't wait. It's going to be fun.
Cheers, matey.
Thank you.
So there you go. That's in the podcast in the bag. Yes, in the bag box, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for listening again. It's been a pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I want to say a bit of thank yous. I did say thank yous to people on the night. I'm not sure if I missed anyone. I didn't, but I want to say thank you to everyone who attended. Every one of you that attended the awards on Saturday night. It is much appreciated. It's what made it happen. It was amazing to see so many people laughing, smiling, joking, having fun, getting tipsy, and yeah, absolutely amazing. We're going to get all the award videos up on Instagram and Facebook this week, so keep an eye on that. Hopefully you have them all done by Tuesday. Then we're going to put, because there are going to be clips that are going to go onto Instagram and Facebook. Then we're going to put the awards in terms of a lot of the content we've got, with except me and Ian cracking our silly jokes, and we will have all that up on our YouTube channel. Hopefully Thursday or Friday. I'm aiming for. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But thank you to everyone. British Obstacle Sports. Everyone attended. People behind the scenes, Ignacio, Fergal, Mike Nolan, Will Chung, Becky Neal, Jen the intern, big thanks to Ian, and everyone else. Jamie for driving me down as well. You heard him a little bit on my podcast. He doesn't like coming on the podcast, but I got him for 2 minutes. Jamie for driving me down and driving me back. I sound a bit posh there, don't I, having a driver? I didn't have a driver. We just used his car instead of mine. I hope you enjoyed what we're doing. We're going to try and get some more of these up. So we have got some friends on that who can go to some of these events and record just like I did. So hopefully we're going to get some more if I can't attend them. And we are hopefully going to be next up. I say hopefully because we're not certain yet. Hopefully next up on the 30th of April at Spartan Races. Thanks everyone. Love you. Take care. Bye.
This battle is over, Leonidas. Battle is over. When I say it is over. By morning, the immortals will surround us. The hot gates will fall. Spartans! Prepare for glory! Glory? Have you gone mad? There is no glory to be had now. Only retreat, or surrender, or death. Well, that's an easy choice for us, Arcadian. Spartans never retreat. Spartans never surrender.
Go spread the word. Let every Greek assemble know the truth of this.
Let each among them search his own soul.
And while you're at it, search your own.
Godspeed, Leonidas. Children! Children! Gather round. No retreat, no surrender. That is Spartan law. And by Spartan law, we will stand and fight and die. A new age has begun. An age of freedom. And all will know that 300 Spartans gave their last breath to defend it. Ho! Ho! Ho!